In a recently published article titled "Cultural Tourism May Get the Recognition It Deserves in a Post-COVID Landscape," Matthew Westwood, arts editor for The Australian, outlines just how cultural tourism was a large and growing part of the nation's $146 billion tourism industry before last summer's bushfires and the global pandemic. In fact, half of all international visitors experience some of Australia's arts and cultural attractions while they're here, attending theaters and concerts, visiting galleries and museums, experiencing Indigenous arts and culture, or enjoying the festivals. And while international tourism may not be with us for some time, the pandemic has mobilized important conversations about this topic and the domestic market opportunity it presents. In fact, it is estimated that international arts tourists spend nearly $1,300 more on average than other tourists. Similarly, their domestic counterparts spend approximately $400 more and stay longer. Since 2013, spending by arts tourists increased in Australia by 55%, a faster rate of growth than other visitor segments. With this comes the need to develop and invest in experiential tourism, which is about offering life-enriching experiences that satisfy personal interests, expand understanding, and allow for immersion with people and culture. Synergies between the arts and tourism sectors are more important to develop than ever. As two of the hardest hit industries post-COVID in South Australia, we need to find ways that the interface of both leads to improved recovery of our state's economy, well-being, and cultural life. I represent our state's 11 leading arts and cultural festivals under the banner of Festivals Adelaide, and it is clear that the task ahead will have its challenges. An EY study released on October 14th outlines that the national live entertainment industry has lost $23.6 billion of economic output, $10.7 billion of added value, and 2/3 of its workforce. We have a lot of work ahead of us to bring this incredibly valuable sector back to its feet and to continue to integrate it with our tourism offering. Until the festivals can return to their operations without restrictions that inhibit viability, continuation of a JobKeeper-style program for employees will be imperative to its workforce. An industry-led business interruption fund, underwritten by government, will provide the business confidence needed to bring festivals back. Expansion of the RISE grant funding scheme would support further innovation and development of the sector. A voucher system dedicated to experiences, specifically arts, cultural, and festival experiences, would complement our state's wonderful accommodation offering. And continued investment in our state's creativity, the engine of our state's growth, its artists, arts companies, and cultural institutions, will set South Australia apart globally. In South Australia, we have a lot to be proud of. The festival state is not just a moniker on our license plates. It is an expression of our community, pride, and unique quality that makes us South Australian. And no one does festivals better. Most of us will be able to recall a favorite memory related to a festival, whether from our past or present. They are just so deeply embedded in our DNA. How do we communicate this to the world? How do we utilize festivals to attract tourists to our state so that they can experience the wonder of it? How do we share what is most unique about us? When visitors enjoy our festivals, stay in our beautiful hotels, drive down our coastlines and hills, drink our distinguished wines, and enjoy the beautiful nature that makes them stop in their tracks, they have a fully South Australian experience from the heart. Leveraging the connection between festivals, arts, culture, and tourism will lead to more prosperity for our state, as all the economic studies clearly show. In 2019, the festival's stimulus to incomes and jobs was an estimated 7% higher than in the calendar year of 2018. Attendances increased by 21%. Issued tickets were up 7%, while created visitor numbers and visitor nights were up by 39%. The economic footprint was 10% higher. This is an industry that generates growth. In our considerations about a restart and recovery, we have an opportunity to make smart, strategic choices about the industries that will get us there safely and successfully. South Australia can achieve continued success by being tactical and forward-thinking. Our festivals and cultural tourism will lead the way.